Well, good morning. This is update number 2 for Sweet Street. We wanted to first remind you that swag bags materials are due by this Friday. We are outsourcing that project to a partner church friend of ours, and we want to make sure that they have the items to get those things filled for next week. So if you get those things to me by the end of this week, then I can get those over to them by the beginning of next week, and that makes everything just flow really nicely. So remember, this is optional. You do not have to put something in the swag bag, but if you are going to put something in there, then we need to have those items by this Friday. All right, next up, we need a name and address of a person in your organization who can accept a vendor packet mail that will be mailed out next Tuesday, October 15th. So we need those addresses as soon as possible. Whoever it is that's in your organization that is going to make sure that everybody who is going to participate with you on event day has all the information that they need. There'll also be a map in this vendor packet. There'll be important event day instructions in this packet. There will also be a parking tag in this packet. So it's very important that you go ahead and send us a name, street address, city, state, and zip code of a person who you would like us to mail that to. All right, next, free items and for sale items. This is a free community event, so most likely, most of our guests are going to assume that everything is free. However, if you are selling something, we would really like it for you to make sure that it is clearly marked what is for sale, how much it costs, and what types of payments that you accept. Now, if you have free items that you're giving away, please mark that also that that's free items that you're giving away. Now, you don't have to do that for the trick-or-treating candy because we had just assumed that everybody knows when they come to get candy from a trick-or-treat event that it's going to be free. So you don't have to mark that your candy that you're giving away to the trick-or-treaters is free. But anything outside of that, if it's free, mark it that it's free. If it's for sale, mark that it's for sale, cost, and what payments. All right, moving on to power and lighting. We do not provide power or lights for your booth. Now, we do have tower lights that will be at the event that is lighting up the entire event space, but there are still some shadowy and dark areas on the event space, and we encourage all of our vendors to go ahead and provide some light, if possible, to your tent, to your trunk, to your space, however you can do that, because it will really just make it stand out and make it look good, because around halfway through the event, it starts to get dark. So if you can do that, please provide some lighting for your tent. And on the power side, don't use your vehicle to power anything. We've many years had to help people get their vehicles started after running their battery dead because they've utilized their vehicle for power. A small quiet generator is usually a great idea. They can usually be rented very inexpensively. Also, you could check with friends and families that might have a spare generator that you might be able to borrow. So keep those things in mind, but we do not provide those things for you. So if you need those, we need you to provide that. As far as the lighting goes and display goes, remember, think wow, the wow effect, the wow factor. Make sure that, you're doing what you can to stand out. You want to stand out and you want to do what you're doing well, because this is a great opportunity to be in front of thousands of people. All right, so on to the next thing. We need your logos. If you are a sponsor and has not sent us your logo yet, we need you to go ahead and send that. It must be high resolution for our printer. He requires a high resolution graphics so that it will print well. If you are a vendor, then we still would like to have your logo also, because we do a lot of promotion ahead of time. We try to tell people who's going to be out there, what they're going to be doing at the event. So if you can send us your logo also, that would be great. If you're not sure if we have it, just go ahead and send me a message asking if we have it, and I'll make sure that we do or don't, so that you know whether to send it or not. Now, both sponsors and vendors, if you have any kind of way that you want us to promote you, something that you're promoting specifically, or something that we need to know about you when we're promoting your business, organization, or church, please let us know, because then that will be helpful when we're constructing these posts that go out on a regular basis, that we can make sure to include really important information about your church, business, or organization. All right, moving on to the last couple of things. Send payment. Remember, the deadline was September 30th. I understand things happen, and we give grace when we can, but this is something that we really need to go ahead and get taken care of. If you have not sent your payment, please go ahead and get that payment sent in so that we can close those books on that particular part of this event. So it's not things that we're still handling as we're getting closer to the event when there's other things that needs our attention. And that is the end of the update for Sweet Street. Update number 2. However, next update, I'm going to give you a little heads up. We are going to have safety guidelines included in that. We are going to have more information on the maps that you will be receiving in the vendor packet. We are going to explain how vendor parking works, and we are going to encourage you to try to find us some extra volunteers. Volunteers are very difficult to find, and we need all the volunteers we can get. It takes a lot of volunteers to help us run this event, so be thinking even now, who can you ask, who might be able to give us a couple of hours of their time. That will be talked about in more detail in our next update. And then we also have a prayer walk coming up. If you're a person of faith, we highly encourage you to make plans to be there on October 24th. This is a huge part of our preparation for this event, for safety and logistics and weather and all kinds of things that we can pray and petition the Lord to help us through to get to event day. So just be on the lookout for that next update. Probably will be coming out in about a week. So, we're getting closer to the event. We want to make sure you're fully prepared. So, I would just tell you, listen, guys, I'm excited. I'm thankful for every single one of you who are participating in the event this year. We appreciate you, and we're excited to see this event come together once again. And we couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye.